See, when someone's arms like this on YouTube, that's their way of leaving in the edit of them turning on the camera and making you feel like it's happening right at this moment. The funny thing is, I actually filmed this about 5 years ago. Sadly, I passed. I will say something amazing happens even when I look over at the monitor and I see my arm right here, this is a trigger for my brain to just shut the fuck down. It just turns off, because I'll walk over to the camera and it'll be like, I'm about to talk about all kinds of stuff they're not even gonna be able to handle. And then as soon as my arm goes back down into normal, it's just like, what are we gonna talk about? Luckily though, I keep my field notes with me because then I actually can make a list as I go through life of the things I'd like to chat about here. Vase? What are we talking about? Tiny pocket sketchbooks. What do you mean we can't use this shot? So that's my random YouTube tip of the day. The first thing that I'd like to talk about in this video is actually this little guy right here. This looks really unnatural. But this is the present annual clock, and I wanted to talk a little bit about it because I just got it in my home. And first off, I'd just like to say, how beautiful. If there is ever a time in my life where someone says you can only keep 20 things, this is going to be one of the things I keep. The idea behind this clock and the reason that I got so kind of obsessed with it is because it is an annual clock. It's a clock that helps you live in the present. That's the name. It makes total sense. Because when you look at a standard clock, it's always moving. It's constantly showing you what you were doing a second ago. And what's so awesome about this clock is when you look at it, it just shows you what time of the year it is, and that's it. There's no building pressure of seconds and seconds. And the second thing that I like to chit chat about is my random trip to LA that I literally just got back from. Most of the things that happen in LA, I can't talk about yet. I will say though, I did do something secret with Grace where I had to wear a poncho. Not to mention LA has palm trees. I just really like a good palm tree. Palm trees are my dudes. You guys are the Gumball Guardians of Los Angeles. It smells good in here. Ooh, 2 things I want to bring up real quick before I forget. With the MM videos that I'm re-uploading, I'm doing them in the order they were made. So it's going to be going from the oldest MMs to the current MMs and then the future MMs. I'm not sure what this meant about the whole thing, but it felt right. I feel like what the sophisticated would call that is chronologically. I feel like that's what Grandpa Gibby would want. Crawl Show. Anyone watching the Crawl Show? It's so good! What was the other thing I had to say? Or something else that I had to say. There was like 2 things before I forget. Oh, Mitesy Hell. I just want to say, with the Mitesy Hell project, soundcloud.com/MitesyHell, that's my stuff. I got a few emails after I talked about it of people wanting to sample, use, download, that kind of stuff. And I just want to go ahead and say yes to all. Whatever you want to do with that stuff, do it. Just always link me. On a totally unrelated note, I just want to go ahead and say there was an albino squirrel posted up outside my house. I think he's trying to get me. Look at those eyes and tell me he doesn't want to hurt me, because he was giving me stink eye. And the albino thing wasn't helping. It was just already making it even creepier. It's got these 2 hot dogs. I'll tell you more about them in the next Taste of Jams. And okay. No, but with my recent realizations that I'm actually a cat lady on the inside. You have a vase behind your ear. I have so many videos of Megabyte. Bringing this up is so I can segue into this new segment called Megafiles. Really just totally an excuse to show you videos of my cat. When I said it all out loud, got embarrassed, had a realization, I need a drink. Here soon I'll be uploading 2 more art videos. So, logo! Can do all kinds of stuff, actually. Where were you on the night of the robbery? Oh yeah, we know you were there. Your fingerprints were all over the window. You also left your wallet and your cell phone and your keys. You left all kinds of stuff. I think I just made a Snow Day reference. I don't know why I turned into like a Hulk Hogan character. Don't even get me started about the polar vortex. I wish you guys could smell what I smell like when I tan, because it smells really good.